Check it out. We have a new color remover to try that is specifically for semi-permanent colors. If this looks familiar to you at all so far, it might be because Ainslin did a video on it, or AKA Ainslin. A lot of you probably know who she is. If you don't, she's the queen of rainbow hair, color, all that, and especially color oops. So she did a video on this, gosh, I'd say within like the last couple weeks. She was actually sponsored. I think she said to do it for TikTok and Instagram. So she also has a video on Instagram with some swatches. But she did it to herself. She had like this purple pink hair, super bold, and it looked like it did wonders. Not only that, this is supposed to like have some extra conditioning and anti-breakage in here. And I made sure to actually order it from her video because she actually has a link there and she'll get a commission that way. Me personally, that's where I got it, and it actually linked me through Walmart. So just know it was real affordable. It was like $14.97. Her link took me to Walmart, but also I found it on Walmart without the link. So in my video down below in the description, I'll actually have the regular Walmart link, but I'm also going to put her channel down there for you to be able to go find her in case you want to give her that commission. That's super exciting for her. You get it. Basically, I just wanted to support her no matter how small. So I just wanted to make sure that that's where I bought it from. That's what I did. The choice is yours. I hope you check her out. She's lovely. She did mention that if any of you do go try this, after watching her video, she said, like, tag her in your videos, stuff like that. So I'll have her channel below in the description, like I said, in case you want to check her out. I've done quite a few different color removers on here. I haven't done any of the Color Oops brand because they were more known for color remover for like permanent hair dye. So this is like brand new, you know, just came out for semi-permanent hair dyes. I know a lot of you are probably just as excited as I am because, you know, I use mostly semi-permanent hair dyes, so it would just be nice to have one. We've tried quite a few on here. I have a playlist, and I'll just link the most recent ones below. We've tried like the Malibu DDL XL, stuff like that. Still had a lot more to try, but here we are. This came out. I literally just ordered it immediately. I wasn't even going to do this video today, but I was too excited not to use it. Like I said, it worked really well for her hair, and she had like a pinkish purple, so we're going to bring in our wig that we literally just colored. And I'm going to use it on as much of this as I can. So we got some green, which I'll link this video below because what I did was this was yellow and we put blue hair dye over that to get the green. This was actually more of a neon orange and I put pink and probably just looks orange to you guys. And then I actually have like a couple different blacks in here. Some are brown toned, some are more black, some are like a purple. So I just thought this would be perfect to use it on. I guess it comes with 2 applications. So it's either in case your hair is longer or you just need to have more than one process done. Here's some of their pictures that they had. This was with just 1 application done on her hair, and this one was with 2. It comes with 2 lightening powders, 1 oxide developer, 2 bond rejuvenating masks. Oh, and you get a tint brush in a bowl. It contains 2 each, gloves, cap, and instruction sheet. She did actually try this on swatches on her Instagram, which she did mention in her video, so I went and checked that out. It looks like it honestly removed all the colors decently well, except for maybe like an orangish tinted one. I'm hoping there's enough because she did have like medium length hair, and I believe 1 application was enough for her. I can't honestly remember. I'm sure it'll be enough, but we're going to find out. So here is what they are showing on the back here for the colors. This is after the first application and after second application. It looks like for purple, you're not going to need to even do it a second time. Some of these like greens and blues and pinks, it looks like you might have to do it more than 1 time. But you know, we'll see. Okay, so it has a bond building technology in here. Now, I do remember her saying that she kind of compared it to the Schwarzkopf, can't say it, bond enforcing like color remover. I haven't tried that one either, but I do use their bleach and developer every time that we bleach my roots or I do any hair bleaching. So that's one I haven't tried either, but I know that she mentioned that that's another one that has the bonding technology in there. I guess this one too, like that's super exciting. That the DDL XL doesn't have that, so. Says the Pro Vitamin B5 helps moisturize, renew, and minimize breakage. That's nice. Linseed and chia seeds help strengthen damaged hair and tame frizz. Oat bran and orange peel hydrate and increase shine. 2 or more applications may be needed for long or thick hair. And of course, always do a test strand on yourself if you want to just make sure. You can do it to see how the color is going to come out, or just also to see if you have any allergies. They have a pretty good long warning label here. And what's nice is they actually list all the ingredients for the mask, the developer, and the lightening powder. This does have a lightener in it, so it will more than likely lighten your natural regrowth. So just keep that in mind. And that means that this will still cause some damage. They're just putting things in there to still help your hair along the process. I guess it'd be kind of like thinking about when you put Olaplex in a bleach that doesn't have like the bonding in there. Just a little helper to help kind of take care of your hair while you're doing these things to it. So here's the ingredients. It's going to be up to 1 hour maximum processing time, so don't go over that time. Honestly, there's no point in even putting it on my hair to try it, because if you follow my channel, you probably know that I just have my extensions in. My hair is actually like up to here, or maybe it was just obvious I have some in, but it's up to here, and it's actually time for me to bleach my roots, and then I'm doing like a hair transformation on myself. It's kind of going to be a big deal for me, just saying, so that's why I'm not bothering. My hair is already where I need it to be for what I'm going to be doing, so just kind of pointless to do that to my hair. But yeah, we have a beautiful mannequin here that's ready to take the hit. Honestly, for what I could see from the end of her video, it looked like it took all of her color out, and it looked really, really good, and it didn't look like it damaged her hair or anything. So to be honest, it went well for her, but everyone's hair is different. So like I said, always keep that in mind. You might want to just do some kind of a test or something. I noticed that they have this Color Oops Fix and Fortify on Walmart.com that popped up, and this just looked interesting, but I believe it's for permanent hair color. So maybe something to check out in the future. But yeah, this I wanted it all to be all about the Color Oops Bold Remover, Amino Anti-Breakage and Conditioning. Fix and Fortify, I just showed you, says it removes unwanted permanent hair color. It's ammonia-free, bleach-free, fixes breakage, improve elasticity, recolor same day. Ideal for fragile, curly, and textured hair. Takes only 20 minutes. Removes artificial hair color. Yeah, so that's the one I just showed you guys. And that sounds interesting, right? I'm not sure if that's new compared to their red box that I know Ainsland uses in a lot of her videos. So maybe something to look into. But for now, let's mix this up. I'm super excited. Now, I know that the original red one stinks pretty bad. I haven't used it, but from countless different videos and reviews I've read on it and all the research I've done in the past, I know that it has like that rotten egg, really stinky smell, I guess. It does not smell good at all. So I'm curious to see how this goes. Hopefully, since it's not for permanent hair color, it's not going to be too bad. But since there is a lightening agent, other ones I've used, I've accidentally put my face too close and I was like, oh my gosh. So I definitely recommend ventilating, even if you don't think it's going to bother you, if you're using any kind of lightener or anything. There's still like a chemical reaction happening, you know. Better safe than sorry, man. Sorry, I'm getting older. Or it's that or I have kids. But either way, I'm just like, careful. I care about all of you. All right, time to have some fun. So look, we got 2 lightening powders, 2 bond rejuvenating masks, which I'm guessing is where the magic happens. Looks like 2 sets of instructions, or 2 sets of gloves anyways. I'm gonna find out, but yeah, they got your gloves in here, which I'm still gonna use mine. There's like your directions. Then we got our application 1, the first application and the second application in here. And they actually label it, so application 1 and application 2 with an arrow up. So they make it pretty clear, and you can tell how it's not full all the way to the top because this and this are the same amount. So for the one application, you're only going to want to take it out to this line and leave everything below this line for the next application. And yeah, so this is the developer. This is what makes the magic happen. And also we're going to have that chemical reaction. So I always like to say be careful when you're using any kind of like powder, because when you dump it in there, it usually has like some kind of like a dust come off of it. And also as soon as you put this in, there's going to be a reaction. So just be careful with your breathing, with your face. I've made this mistake. And honestly, for the sake of not having to wash anything, I'll probably use this mixing bowl. Okay, so I guess this is the cap. I have neuropathy. So stuff like this is already like super hard to open. Like the trash bags. Okay, like this has to be the cap. Okay, well if this is the cap, I'm struggling. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I struggle with everything though, so this has just gotta be me. There is 2 sets of gloves though, just to be clear. And I just can't seem to figure out, okay, this is from the other one. Oh my gosh. Wait, I can see it though, like, oh, my hands are already tired. Alright, that's the cap. I guess I'm just not gonna worry about that right now, because it's already bugging me. Oh, I don't like this game. It's like almost right on the line. Even though I should probably just mix all of it. Alright, there's half. But I want to see how far we can get. This bowl is sketchy. I feel like it's going to tip at any moment. And they want us to put the lightning powder and the mask in together. By the way, in their directions, they refer to this as bleach. I'm so scared I'm going to drop this. See, look at all that powder dust. Okay, so it's blue. I'm just going to bring you guys down here. I don't know. Okay, so it's blue, and then we're going to put this mask in. Oh, which literally this just squirted and almost got me in the eye. Luckily, it went across the entire bathroom. So be careful of that. I was about to say that packaging was really easy to open. So I've never had one where you put the mask in it. So this has got to be better than the other way, right? I think for the second application, I'm going to use my own bowl. It's definitely just straight up bleach smell. The mask is supposed to make this like better for your hair, but it's still got that bleach. So if you're looking to remove some semi-permanent hair color and you don't want any of the lightener, then the Malibu products is still a really good one to go with. Their CPR doesn't have any lightener, and then their DDL does have like a lightener, but you can use it with water and not developer just to make it less harsh that way. Like I said, that's why I'm really excited about this, because even though it's got that lightener, maybe it won't be quite as harsh as using the DDL. This is also going to be way easier to get, and the price is nice. You get 2 applications for $14, and the Malibu ones, it's like $8 for one little pack, so I'd say it's decently priced. So this is what we're getting here. Oh, it has a very strong bleach ammonia smell, so keep that in mind. It's like a really strong like ammonia bleach smell, so definitely ventilate. It's going to give me a headache. I already know that much. They say to go ahead and start at the back of the head. But, oh gosh, I'm not going to go super crazy because I have so much hair in the front that I want to make sure I can remove. I'm going to start in the front of the head, but do what they say, start in the back of your head depending on what you're doing, because they're probably saying that for a reason. They want you to start at the back, work your way towards the front. It says avoid applying this to your roots until you've done the rest of the hair, just like a normal bleach if you're doing your whole head, because the roots lighten quickly. They want you to process this in an environment of 70 degrees or above. And then it says after your hair is saturated, they want you to add it to your roots. So yeah, if you're doing it all over color, that's what they recommend. Put the cap on to retain moisture. You can leave it on for up to 60 minutes, but they want you to check every 10 minutes. So yeah, this is like sounding a lot like bleach. I'm going to use 2 timers. So from the second that I put it on, I'm going to have a timer going. And then I have a second timer. That way I can know when I actually first started. I follow with a gentle shampoo and deep conditioner. Safely recolor the hair the same day. And avoid heat styling for a few days and sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners. I was just going to say, it doesn't say whether to do it on dry hair or not. I just usually do on me. But it does say start with dry, unwashed hair. Natural oils on your scalp help protect it during the bleaching process. Oh, yeah, good to know. And I don't care, honestly, if the color remover gets on the other side. I don't even think I have enough for this mannequin, so we're just going to go for it. And obviously, there's no roots for me to worry about, so. I don't care too much about what happens to the hair on this, but I know one of you were asking me about, like, if you can bleach wigs and do stuff like that. I'd say it just depends how much it costs, how nice it is. This was a pretty inexpensive human hair wig off Temu, so I don't mind if anything happens to it, but it will do damage. if you're gonna be bleaching and doing stuff like that. So curious to see if this comes out. That black hair dye I had in did not come out. She's already tired and we just started her color service. I don't blame you, I'm tired too. Oh, head's taking a nap. This hair is so thick. Obviously, I don't care about the whole roots thing. There's no heat from the scalp affecting anything. I might just skip the orange. I think I might leave the orange to make sure I have enough and just focus on the green stuff and just maybe only do the tips of the orange. Alright, now you guys can watch that side. Start on this whole side. And this is on freshly dyed hair. So if this doesn't come out all the way, I would still say that if you would have like washed your hair and actually worn the hair color a little bit, then it probably would work better. Freshly dyed hair that's only been washed when you colored it and you're rinsing it out isn't gonna come out the same as hair that's been washed already a few times and worn in and you're ready to like change your hair color. Oh, I just breathed it in at the wrong time. Ugh, I shouldn't talk. Too many fumes. One of those times where I say I don't like want an Alexa type thing, but it would be nice to tell somebody to play music for me right now. Drying out right here. I'm definitely going to have to come back through or just speed it up. I might leave this black. Almost like instant with this. You can see like a yellow undertint there. Wow. It's like changing really fast here. That's super impressive. But it's whatever black is in the front of this hair though. It's really clinging on to dear life to that. Oh my gosh, look at that. This was the color I thought it wasn't gonna lift. Gosh, this is not lifting yet. Neither is the green. I'm running out of the first batch of bleach, so I'm just going nuts here with it and doing the perimeter, which is always so helpful for me. With that one bowl application, all this done, I guess. And seem to be lightening pretty good right here. It did say to check every 10 minutes. Technically, they wanted this on a bag on your head, I'm sure already. But yeah, this is like an interesting kind of yellow. This green is not budging. Yellow and blue underneath, so that's kind of sucks. And this brown or black is giving me nothing. This one, since it looks the most like actual black, could probably work with that somehow. I almost don't want to mix the rest of it up. Save it for myself, but we'll mix it up. Give me a second here. This mix came out thinner for some reason. Okay, this is working so much better. I think there was more developer this time because it's just going on so much smoother. I did mention that it might take more than one application for some colors, so we can't be too disappointed in the green here. You can see I'm really trying to fully saturate the black parts here because I think that's going to be the hardest to remove. I'm matching this orange to the other side, so I'm just doing the tips here and the back piece, obviously. Here I'm just redoing the front with the fresher batch of bleach or color remover because it just didn't seem to set right. And the back was already lifting, so I thought I must have done something wrong up here, or maybe it was the brand of hair dye. I'm just fully saturating all the orange in the back there. The orange came right out, honestly. That was the best one. Look at how much that brown is lifting, or black. Wow, I was obsessed. And I'm fixing where it overlapped on the top, so just gonna lighten that too. Okay, so we're all done. I added some of the second batch to this, and yeah, I really wish I would have just mixed it all together. The first mixing, even though I tried to get it right on the line, it must have not been enough because it was way more dry. This was way easier to saturate. You can also see that whatever's going on with this orange and pink hair dye, it just lifted that immediately. Whereas this has been on like a full 50 minutes and it's like kind of turning to a light brown. And the green just doesn't look like it's budging. On the box, it did show some colors like this might be a little bit harder to get out. And we also don't know it's a color remover until we completely scrub it all out. I honestly ran out before I even got down all the way down here. So, but it's not, today is not about the end color result of the wig, because I am going to come and use hair dye and we're going to figure it out later. This also hasn't been like washed out at all, so it's not exactly like a situation where if maybe I tried to use it on my blue hair. She did have swatches. Like honestly, all of the colors came out of those. I don't remember seeing a black swatch though. Like I said, this is semi-permanent, not permanent. Doesn't look like it's budging that too much. Well, actually, just don't listen to me. I don't know why I'm getting ahead of myself. Because underneath, if you wipe it away, it does look very light. We shall see. Honestly, it looks like it's fighting the green the most. This has honestly been in almost the full amount of time up here already. I just came back through and touched it up with some of the fresher stuff. So I'll have to deal with all that. I do have 2 separate timers going. She's gonna be fun looking when this is all done. So we'll see you guys when it's time to wash this out or whatever. So this is my response to not being able to get the bags open. It is what it is. They really say do not exceed the 60-minute limit and not exceed it with previously bleached sections to avoid overprocessing or breakage. So just because they got a fancy mask in there, they're making sure to let us know that it can still fry off your hair. So just make sure you keep that in mind. If that's something that you're worried about or your hair is damaged too much or looking at me, checking mine, then definitely probably go for something that doesn't have a lightener, like a more gentle color remover. So I'll link what videos I can below that I have on my channel, but just keep that in mind, okay? I can definitely tell where I left it in too long, so I'm curious to see how damaged it is there. All right, let's wash her out. I don't know if you guys are ready for these results. So now, everybody just keep in mind that this is going to look scary, but the point of this was not for it to poof into an end result, right? In general, these are meant to get your hair to somewhere where you can change it or recolor it or whatever, work with it. So the main point is to get those tones or those colors out of the hair so you can do that. Because we did it on so many different colors just to see what would happen, it's obviously not a finished result. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind before I show her, because it's going to be scary. Okay, ready? Boom. But look at this. Look at how good it did. That's the funny thing with color removers, is you just never know what it's going to be until you rinse it out. And especially that shampooing and getting it out. Like the more that you kind of rinse it, it's going to help get that color out that it's been working so hard to remove in the first place. Otherwise, it's just sitting on there. It did take all of this black out. The spots that you're seeing is going to be an operator malfunction. This happens if you don't fully saturate. You know, you get those leopard spots in there. I also noticed that I believe when I mixed it at first, I must have not eyeballed it enough right on the line, and I felt like the mixture was more dry. So getting this done in a quicker amount of time and putting that bag over the head would have accelerated it even more. It never promised on the box that it was going to take care of black. It says removes all bold shades. Specifically, it removes all shades of purple, blue, green, pink, red, orange, and yellow. Not only that, some of these, it says it's going to probably take more than one application. Not to mention, these were double colors layered on top of each other, never washed, never worn in. So the fact that it removed any of this in one application was impressive. But here's the green. Once again, this could have been dealt with better with just fuller saturation. The parts that are green, I just didn't fully get on there. I just didn't have enough. It wasn't on my head or another person's head. For science or fun, I wasn't that picky about it. Obviously, if this was me or someone else that I was doing a full head of hair color remover on, I would have done it differently, especially with the roots, you know, because your roots get warmer. But look at that. It took all that out besides where I missed it. I thought this was so impressive because this was neon orange with pink on top of it. I actually took that out, as you guys saw, and was fading it right away. And you can definitely see which one was green. And green was one of those ones that they did mention that you might need to remove twice. I think if I would have been able to saturate it a little better and use that heat, we might have not even had any of this green in here. You know what I mean? All this like really pretty kind of light brown was the other black that we had. You can see where I missed. Isn't that, I thought that just did a great job. And this is back where that second mixture had just a little bit more moisture. It didn't dry out as fast. As soon as that bleach type mixture color remover dries out, it's just not going to work right. Anyways, can't wait to have her in my chair. It'll be a fun color correction video. I'm going to have a lot of fun changing this up. But didn't it do a great job? So just considering all of those factors, I'm already swayed. Granted, like I said before in the beginning, if you don't want any type of lightener or bleach, then definitely use a different one because it does have a lightener. A lot of them do. There are a few that don't. Just kind of do what works for you. Where we did like the second batch of color remover back here, I left on for only the max 60 minutes. This up front, I purposely left in for double the time just to see how badly it would fry the hair. All of the hair feels decent considering I just didn't do I didn't use one of my, more expensive like bonding treatments or anything. So even with that being said, because I do recommend, like I said before, like some kind of a mask or something after deep conditioning. So not even doing all that, it still feels decent because this is the hair before here. But you can definitely tell where it was left in the longest, and I also put like more on top of this. You can definitely see it did mess with some of the integrity of the hair, but that's going way past what they instructed to do. Not only that, I'm layering more on top of it, and I left it an extra hour. Like if I would have done that to my hair that's previously bleached, I wouldn't have any hair left right now. So I am not telling you to do that. Please don't leave it on longer than they said to. I just wanted to see how far I could push it, and this hair is definitely a lot healthier than mine. I'm pretty happy. Here's our befores. And here's like the after. I'm pretty impressed with this stuff, guys. I'm guessing it's going to be less damage than a bleach bath. Lately, I've been bleaching my roots with only a 7-volume developer. So you're just, like I said, you're going to have to decide if it's good for you. For me, I think that this is worth it. You get those 2 applications, and normally for me, and maybe a lot of you, when you have vivid hair colors or fantasy hair colors or whatever term you want to use, you're changing them a lot or you're just changing a little. Like right now, I would have only needed it for my ends if I really wanted to go change it. And also, this hair was so super thick. I feel like I could have easily, probably, hopefully, maybe done my whole head, but sometimes it's better not to risk it. So I think the price is worth it. I think that it worked beautifully. And not only on her and all these different colors, but on Ainsley's video, on her own hair and her swatches. I gotta say, I'm excited to try this on myself one day. I just want to thank you all so much for being here. I hope that you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't forget my Instagram is also open. In case you want to stop by, if you're not comfortable talking on here, you can go ahead and hit me up over there. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Hang in there. Just like my hair keeps trying to hang in there. Just like I keep trying to hang in there. You get it. Have a good one. Love you guys. Bye.